Hey everybody, it's Matt with Max Video, and today we're doing an anime review. And just a heads up, the lighting's weird today. I have started this video about 5 times trying to get the lighting right, and the only way I can get it dark is if I perfectly position myself. So, I apologize. Anyway, like I said, we're doing an anime review, and the anime we're doing is not a brand new anime. It's not one of these seasonal animes I've been reviewing a lot. This one actually came out last year. And the reason I'm doing this is because, if you don't know, Crunchyroll every year does an anime award kind of thing. And this year there's one particular anime, well, last year I guess technically, one particular anime swept the board and got a butt ton of awards. And if you are a follower of anime like myself, you know what I'm talking about. The ever famous and infamous Yuri on Ice. Let's do it. So, Yuri on Ice. Like I said, it won a lot of awards. Best opening, best ending, best animation, best boy, best couple, just all kind of awards for and like I said, the Crunchyroll Awards kind of like the People's Choice Awards of anime. You know, it's a big thing. So, and before all these things came out, I'd heard a lot about it, like a lot. You could step on Tumblr or 9gag or anything and go to their anime sections and not see something about this show. It's a phenomenon, honestly. So what's the big deal? So me and my buddies Derek and Connor, we'd heard all about this show and we thought, hey, let's watch the first episode together and make fun of it, because clearly it can't be as good as it is, as everybody says it is. Clearly it's just a hype thing. Well, we watched the first episode and we're all like, wasn't that bad. So Derek watched it in 2 days. I watched it took me about a couple weeks to finish it out. I don't think Connor ever finished it, but yeah. So, okay, let's go into, I'll talk about the characters, I'll talk about the different awards it got, and talk about if it was deserving of that or not, and then we'll talk about my personal thoughts on the whole thing in general. So, Yuri on Ice is a sports a sports slice of life romance kind of anime. I'm sure it gets other titles as well, but that's all I can think of. So, and the sport it centers around is figure skating. Now, to my knowledge, this is the only figure skating anime I've ever seen, I've ever heard of, that I know of. And I know about a lot of anime. So, and I just recently got into watching sports anime, so I was like, okay. And so, anyway, it's about figure skating. And your main character is Yuri on Ice, which I was confused when I heard the title, because Yuri in Japanese means girl love. You have Yuri and Yaoi means boy love, and I'll explain more as to why that confused me in a second. And it centers around Yuri, who is a male's single figure skater. He's, I think, 25 years old, so he's at the end of his career, because figure skaters, just like gymnasts, have a very short term in which they're actually able to be professional. So he did terrible in his last season. He got to finals, but blew it so bad. Just blew it. And so he feels like he needs to retire. I swear the lighting in this room makes no dang sense half the time. Anyway, so he decides maybe I should retire He goes back to Japan, where he's from, and it's been like 3 years since he's been there because he trained in Detroit. And so he comes back, and lo and behold, his idol is staying at his family's inn. And this is Viktor Nikiforov, I think his last name was. Victor. And Victor is like the epitome of male figure skating. Like, he is a god among figure skaters. He has like several gold medals, and he's just fantastic at what he does. And so he comes and he told Yuri, I want to train you, because Yuri posted a video of him doing one of Victor's gold medal winning performances, and Victor's like, I want to train him. So he takes a year off to train Yuri. Well, there's a problem with that. Because Victor is Russian, if you didn't get that from the Nikiforov thing. He's from Russia, and one of the other Russian figure skaters, Yuri, yeah, there's 2 Yuris, because that's not confusing at all. He comes and tries to get Victor to come back to Russia and either train him or go back into professional figure skating. Well, Victor convinces him to stay in Japan and train with the other Yuri, and he ends up calling the Russian Yuri Yurio. So that's what I'm going to do to save the trouble of having to explain who I'm talking about. So Yuri and Yurio and Victor all train together, and so forth, so on, and that's the anime in a nutshell. They go to their different competitions, and you meet figure skaters from all over the world in this. I think Pashit, he is from Thailand. King JJ, who is a fantastic character. I loved him. He's Canadian, and he's the most un-Canadian Canadian I've ever seen in my life. He's the cockiest, just full of himself. He calls himself King JJ. His song that he skates to is the, like, Ballad of King JJ. He's just hilarious. Let's see. Can I remember the rest of the names? Christoph, who is, I believe, Swiss. He is the embodiment of sexuality. And he's disturbing because he gets excited when he skates, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I didn't mention, I skimmed over Pashit. He trained with Yuri in Detroit, and he is the first skater from Thailand to ever get to the finals and be this fantastic at skating. And he's that social media guy. He's the one that's always tweeting and always on his phone, always taking pictures, and he's so excited about everything, and it's fantastic. And he's a fun, energetic guy, and him and Yuri kind of feed off each other, because Yuri is very pessimistic and down on himself a lot, and then you got Pashit, who's this energetic ball of, just and so actually you got those. You have the American skater. I can't remember his name because he actually got knocked out pretty early on. I was like, I see what you do in Japan, just knocking us right on out of there, being all silly. But yeah, what can you do? The Italian skater, I can't remember his name. There's a Czechoslovakian skater, can't remember his name. But yeah, those, like I said, you get skaters from all over the world, and that makes it very interesting. So now let's go to, do they deserve the awards they got? First, let me say the ones that I think they did deserve. Best opening. This opening has been stuck in my head for weeks, and all the music from this. You have the opening, History Maker. You have the Ballad of King JJ, Yuri on Ice, Shall We Skate. Just all these songs are stuck in my head. So yeah, it deserves that one. Best ending, it was a good ending. Don't know if it deserved best. I couldn't tell you who deserved best, but I don't know. I feel like they just mashed those together and said, let's give them the ending too. Best animation. Okay. First off, let me say the good things about the animation. they did a thing, since this is a figure skating anime, they actually based the animation off of actual figure skaters. Like, they had actual figure skaters do the routines that the characters would be doing in the animation, and they had real figure skaters skate them. So they could base the animation to make it as fluid and realistic as possible. Kudos. Do I think it's the prettiest and nicest looking animation of the season? No. I think that one goes to Hibaku Euphonium Season 2, because it was in the same season. Well, same year, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. That's up to them. And also, Mob Psycho 100 did a really good job of their animation style. Like, it isn't that pretty animation style, but that animation style they use was really good, and they did it well. So, I don't know. See, Best Boy, they gave it to Yuri, and I was like, I don't know. But, yeah, so I couldn't tell you who deserved it, but I just felt that was an odd choice. Best Couple went to Yuri and Victor, which I won't go into much detail on that one in case you haven't seen it, in case you were like me and hid under a rock from the thing. But, yeah, so, I don't know. Like I said, from what I remember last year, didn't have a lot of good coupley animes anyway, so I guess I'll give it to him. But yeah, so here's my thoughts on Yuri on Ice. Is it a good anime? Yes, it's a great anime. Do I think it deserves the big reputation it got? Okay, this is going to be a controversial issue I'm about to tackle, and I'm going to do it in the best way I know how. What if it was a heterosexual couple in this anime? Would it have been as popular as it is? Here's my thing. I have nothing against, the homosexual, the LGBT community. Nothing against it. Love is love. Do you? And I applaud Yuri on Ice for creating such a stable and healthy gay relationship in this anime. But they came out with this anime at the perfect time. Perfect time to make the impact and to get the viewership they needed. Because right now, the LGBTQ potato salad lemon loaf, I feel like there's a new letter added to it every day, but whatever. The community is growing in popularity. A lot of people are becoming aware of it, and so they came out with this at a great time. To come out with an anime about gay relationships, they couldn't have picked a better time. So that got, boom, right on that. All the Fujoshis in the world just celebrated when this thing came out, I guess. But like I said, the story itself isn't, like, amazing. I mean, it isn't a, groundbreaking story. It's a sports anime. Gotta get to finals. Badoo. I mean, it doesn't try to do something different. It just said, let's say if we add a gay couple in there, what'll happen? And it, boom. So, like I said, it's a good anime. It's your run-of-the-mill sports anime in all intents and purposes. They just did it right. Good on you. So, yeah. I'm not the big fanboy of the show that you see everywhere. But hey, I give it a 4 out of 5. Go check it out yourself. It's on Funimation. It's on Crunchyroll. It's anywhere you can find it. Just you get your hands on it. Give it a watch. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Like I said, I liked it. I might have said some things you didn't agree with, but hey, I liked it. So, if you like this video, give it a like. I'll put a playlist of my other anime reviews up in this corner. and that subscribe button to that one. So, love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.